Hello, hello everyone. This is Espada What Ifs. Today, I'm doing my first movie. What if Naruto was Archimedes' aiezen? Here we go. Start off with Naruto's birth. When Naruto was born, he has brown hair and brown eyes. As Minato and Kushina are wondering, why does he have brown eyes and brown hair? As they say, I don't know why, but and then they hear a plop of a body, and they see the wife of Hiruzen rolling on the floor. As they, huh? As they realize, where's Naruto? As they realize he's in Obito's hand. As Naruto starts to scream, releasing a deadly aura of death and despair. Not just normal despair like Yukiora, just pure death. As Obito drops the baby, but in the mid-drop, Obito would activate his, not Obito, would activate, Minato would do his flying Raijin and get Naruto, and also, when that happens, Naruto is still crying, releasing this aura, and Minato places him on the ceiling shrine, cause, the Ninetales is out, cause, let's just say that it didn't unseal, but, while giving birth, the Ninetales was released. And he was about to try and reseal it into Naruto, but Obito moved in the way, and half of Obito's arm is sealed inside of Naruto. And as that happens, Naruto screamed because he just had a surge of power, Ninetales and Obito. And Obito says, well, this hurts, as he teleports away, as Naruto's eye turns into a Kamui, the Mangekyo Sharingan of Obito. That's what that eye patch is for. As what happens is Minato and Kushina get Kamui out of existence, and Naruto starts screaming with blood running down his eye. As Minato and Kushina are just gone, as Hiruzen comes and thinks that, and he sees Naruto has a Mangekyo Sharingan in his eye, and that Minato and Kushina are gone, and blood's running down his eye. He assumes that happened. He murdered them. As we cut into 4 years, Naruto is walking down the road. He's 4. And he's wearing the Muken drip, the eye patch to cover the Mangekyo. But he also has his sword, and he's going to the graduation exam. Yes, he graduates at 4 with Sasuke and a random Uchiha named Sakuto. As they go, and then Iruka says, Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, Sakuto Uchiha, your sensei is Orochimaru. As they say, okay, as Orochimaru comes and picks them up. As Naruto says, so sensei, my name is Naruto. What is yours? Says Orochimaru. As Sasuke says, I'm Sasuke. Sakuto says, I'm Sakuto. As it's a room full of Sharingan, pretty much, and Orochimaru, in his mind, he's like, oh god, 2 Sharingan users? Not knowing that Naruto has a Mangekyo Sharingan. As what happens is Orochimaru takes them to the top and says, well, you guys will be starting your first week of missions. and you will be doing these for a while. As we cut a 12-year time skip. Not 12 years. A 7-year time skip. Naruto is 12. As Naruto says, huh, can't believe Orochimaru got outlawed for something as stupid as stealing Sharingan. Can't believe he was that stupid to leave his tracks behind. As Naruto is walking down the village, and let me explain something to you. Naruto, right now, he's a Jonin. He is known for doing 84 B rank, 12 C rank, 1000 D rank, and 12 S rank, and 1 triple S rank. As Hiruzen calls Naruto into his office and says, Naruto, I have a triple S rank mission for you. As Naruto says, tell me more. As he says, you will be playing as a Genin for a squad in the academy to apprehend Orochimaru, who I got information will be in the Chunin exams. As Naruto says, why not just cancel it? As Hokage says, it'll cause a great shinobi war again. As Naruto says, I understand. I will gladly do it. As Naruto gets into the original Aizen drip, not the Espada drip, I mean his normal captain's cloak with the glasses. As he goes into the academy and he says, hello everyone, my name is Aiezen. I hope that I get to know you all. As it would be graduation day, as they would be talking about, who is their sensei? As Iruka would say, first sensei, Shikamaru, Choji, not Naruto, Aizen. As they would say, okay, your sensei is Asuma. As they would say, yes sir, as Ozma would come and pick them up. And they would go to the roof. As Ozma says, introduce yourselves. As Naruto would say, I am Naruto. I am Aizen. My goals, to be the strongest swordsman. My likes, ramen. My dislikes, people who disrespect me. He's playing a nice role right now. So, yeah. As Naruto says, I hope that we can become Jonin soon. As Naruto would say, as Asuma would say, nice. You, Shikamaru. As you know what Shikamaru would say. I'm Shikamaru. I like sleeping. And yeah. As Shoji says, I like to eat a lot. Pretty much. I don't know what his thing would be. So yeah. Because I wasn't going to do Team 7 since, like I mentioned, Sasuke is a Jonin. And that one kid, let's just say his eye belongs to someone different. Yeah. So that's where Naruto gets his pretty much desire to be the strongest from. As Naruto says, well, nice. Let's go on. I can't wait to go I can't wait to go on our missions. As Azuma would say, well, first, we're doing a test. As Naruto says, what is it? If one of you land a hit on me, all of you pass. As Naruto says, bet. As Naruto blitzes, unsheathing his sword, slicing against Asuma's chest. As Asuma says, okay, fine, you guys pass. As he gets healed up by Naruto, and Naruto knows all 5 elements. And he has a little something that I want to show you later on in the video. Naruto begins doing D rank missions for a week until Naruto asks the old man, may we do a C rank mission, please? As the old man says, sure. I have one for the land of the waves. As they say, okay, this will be good. As they start walking, because Tazuna comes in drunkenly, and he's thinking about like how these kids are. He's like comes in like, why do you expect these kids to protect me? And Naruto goes inside of Tazuna's mind, saying, "Are you sure that we want to be able to protect you?" Inflicting death onto him. As Tazuna says, "Never mind." And they would say, "It's best we get going now." Yeah, it is definitely best we go. As Naruto says, "I can't wait to be able to do some actual missions." As Shikamaru says, "I'm not so excited." And Shoji says, "I am. I am definitely super excited to be doing more difficult missions that require us to train." As Shoji won't be the fat kid in this video, he will be that one kid who's obsessed with training, but he also can turn himself into the big dude. And so Naruto says, "Yes, I can't wait to." They start walking as they see a puddle. As Naruto says, "That puddle seems suspicious, Asuma Sensei." As Asuma says, "You're correct." And the demon brothers come out of nowhere, trying to kill Tazuna. Yeah, exactly, Tazuna. As Naruto would say, "Kyoka Sugetsu," and puts them under Kyoka Sugetsu, as both of them would fall and die. Then they would continue walking until he feels dangerous intent coming towards him. As he says, "Everyone duck." As they duck completely, they just duck down as Naruto grabs the blade and disintegrates it with the black box. As Zabuza comes towards saying, "How dare you destroy my blade?" As he would come towards trying to slice Naruto, Naruto would put him under a Kyokusugetsu, and he would then stab Zabuza through the head. And then he would sense Haku coming towards him, as he would grab Haku's face, and he would say, "You are very weak," as he would use a black box around Haku's head, disintegrating it. And they would leave. As as Tazuna would say, "Well, we better go." As they go to the land of the waves, and they start building the bridge. As Gato comes in with over 1,000 men. As Naruto says, "I haven't released this since I was a wee child." As he says, "Kamui." As he carries all of those people away. As he says, as his eye starts to bleed, as he covers his eye up back with the eye patch, and they're like, "What was that?" As Naruto says, "Nothing important." As they would say, "Well, it's nice. Let's go." And Naruto would say, "Yeah, let's go." As they go back to the village, as they tell Lord Hiruzen about the mission, as Hiruzen would say, "Very good. You better apply these people to the tuning exams, you know." As Azuma says, "I already thought about it. They are doing." And so now we start the tuning exams. They walk into the tuning exam seeing the Genjutsu door. As while looking at it, they say this Genjutsu shouldn't be able to distract Genin. As the two Chunin say, I wonder how you discovered it." As Naruto says, myself am a Genjutsu master." As he says, "Kyoka Sugetsu." As both of the people were put under Kyoka Sugetsu, and then they would wake up like in 5 seconds, scared. Like really scared. They would go up and do the test. There wouldn't be no Rock Lee coming in to fight Sasuke or anything because Sasuke isn't there. And so yeah, as what would happen also is when that also happens is when they would be doing the test. They'd do the test. Naruto would ace it. Shikamaru would definitely ace it, but Choji, Naruto just did it for him in like an instant using Shunpo, and nobody even noticed. Then Anko came in through the window saying, I will be your proctor for the next stage of the Chunin exams. As she says, I hope you all can be Chunin, but you all will probably die. As she takes them all down to the Chunin exams, the forest of death, saying, you will all be forced to fight in the forest of death until one of you, yes, one of you get one of these scrolls. You will be started off with one, then you have to get the other one. And Naruto sensed a familiar chakra, or Ryatsu, in this field of people. As you would say, it can't be. Hiruzen's information was correct. As Naruto thought in his mind, I can't wait to show this off to my old sensei. As Naruto would charge towards the forest when she says go and teleport straight to Orochimaru saying, hey Orochimaru. As Orochimaru says, who are you? As Naruto says one word, Naruto. As the fear put into Orochimaru's eyes was like, huh? What? As Naruto would say, yes, it's me, Sensei. It's time for me to get my stuff back. As he says, Bun Kai, activating Kyoka Sugetsu, where the effects in the Kyoka Sugetsu, the Genjutsu that happens to him, the effects that happen to him in the Genjutsu happen to him in real life, is how powerful it is. Naruto would make him fight against the Gotei 13, all of them in their Bankai. And let's just say Orochimaru would be pretty dead. They would grab the scroll, go to the tower, and now we're ready for the preliminary exams. Naruto would say, I can't wait for these next rounds. As the preliminary exams first round would start. Shikamaru versus that one dude that Sasuke fought. Yeah, crap, I'm never gonna remember that dude's name. Just know that. So just tell me sometime if you can. As Naruto says, this will be a wash. As Shikamaru ends this dude, he literally kills him. And then Choji's round is Choji versus Sakura. As Sakura gets pounded. As the next round was Rock Lee versus Kiba. Rock Lee ends up going straight for the gut punch, hitting Kiba into the air. And then Kiba uses his Fang over Fang, charging at Lee, while Lee activates the first gate and does the primary Lotus, just breaking Kiba. As the next round, Ino versus Sakura. As Sakura versus Ino, Sakura would win. As Naruto would say, time for my turn. As he says, as the proctor says, Aizen versus Gaara. As Gaara would get just destroyed. Gaara would rush at Naruto with his Sanders. Naruto would teleport behind him, stabbing him through the heart, then grabbing Gaara's head, throwing him while his blade is still in him, ripping Gaara in half, and then using his black box to disintegrate him. As the Tamari and the other puppet dude was like, huh? As they would die. But the night later, when the 1 month was starting, they would die anonymously. And we all know who did it. I mean, the person who made this. Well, I'm gonna implement something. Well, sorry guys, went off on a bit of a tangent. So let's continue. Naruto starts saying, "Well, when these 1 months of training, I must take you to somewhere." As Shikamaru and Choji say, "Where?" He says, "A place where the hollows live. 1 week in there is a year. 1 week in there. In real life, if you're in there for 1 week, it's a year. Pretty much, if you're in, we have a week to train. If you go in there, you have a year to train." And they would go in pretty much for a year, but in the outside world, it's only been a week. They would go in there for years on years, as Naruto would teach them both their Shikais and their visor abilities. Shikamaru would, and they got new drip too. Naruto would end up revealing his identity and his Kamui to them, both of them. As Naruto would say, "Ah, yes. So, do you like your new abilities?" As they would say, "We do." As Shikamaru would be wearing Kenpachi's outfit. As Choji would be wearing Aizen's Espada outfit. As they would both appear in the middle of the final rounds of the Chunin exams. As they would say, as Naruto would say, "I am a Jonin. My real name is Naruto Uzumaki. I wield the blade Kyokusugetsu. These are my trainees. Please do not go easy on them. Show your full strength, and I wish you luck for you not to die." As Shoji's was in his Shikai, which is going to be the one and only Hyorimaru, as as Naruto, no, not Naruto. Shikamaru's Shikai would be Sakanade, Shinji's, and you would also have Shinji's Hollow Mask. And Shinji would, and Choji would also have Ichigo's fully formed. Choji would have the let me think for a second. Sorry guys. He would have Ichigo's fully formed Vastalorde mask with the horns. But it's not like Vastalorde powers, it would just be like a Cero. No Grand Ray Ceros or nothing. So yeah. Naruto would then say, "You know what, I declare a new rule for this. A free-for-all. These two versus the rest of the people. And whoever survives, it's these two and that one person." As no one would survive, really. So both of them would activate their Shikais, and they would rush at the group of people as they would start hacking and slashing. Shikamaru would activate his Shikai, unleashing a giant red beam of energy, saying "Cero," as a giant hole would get blasted through both of them. And then Choji would say "Cero" too, and a blue beam of energy would blast through them. As then Naruto would say, "These will end them all." As the one person who survived was Rock Lee. As they would say, "Rock Lee, Shoji, Shikamaru, you all pass." As Naruto says, "Let's go." Finally. As then Naruto says, Naruto says, well, it's about to happen as he senses something coming from the walls as a giant serpent busts through and thousands of sound shinobi bust through and Naruto says, and he would activate the Kido or the Bakudo or the Hado, that the black box, and just destroys half the army. Then uses his Kamui on the rest of the army. Then goes up to the giant snake, activating his Bankai, just murdering the snake instantly. His Bankai is a one shot for anyone. So yeah. And Naruto would say that was ended quickly, as he would sense Hiruzen's life essence fade. As you would see Orochimaru with a hole through Hiruzen's chest, as Aizen would be enraged, as he says the one words he would never say normally. Bankai. But this time he would take it seriously, and he would murder Orochimaru. Orochimaru would be disintegrated completely. As Naruto would say, this should deal with it. That is the end of that part. So, they would go and get a new Hokage, and they would get Tsunade. But Naruto wouldn't be a part of this. No, he would be in Hueco Mundo, killing thousands of Hollows. And now we have a 3-year time skip. And these 3 years, Naruto has the ability to control the time period in Hueco Mundo. So he was in Hueco Mundo for over 1,000 years, developing his own Hogyoku. In 3 years, it was 1,000 years in there. And Naruto says, well, as he wakes up in his room, as he says, it's the first time I've gotten out of there since 3 years ago. As he would hear a knocking on his door, as he would say, I wonder who that could be. And you know what? This isn't going to be a movie. This is actually going to be a part of the series, because I want to go to sleep. So, this is part 1. Believe me, part 2 is going to be the rest of it. So, I hope you guys had a good day, and without further ado, let's go. I do not know. I just can't stop posting what ifs that I think would sound cool. But this is part 2 of what if Naruto was Aizen's reincarnation. Naruto would leave off after Naruto hears a knocking at the door, as you said, say, who could that be? As he opens the door and sees Kisame and Itachi. He would reflect his spiritual pressure onto both of them, releasing a deadly aura of death. As he would say, so you decide to come, as he activates something that you guys probably didn't expect me to give him. His Susanoo. He would activate Susanoo and hit Itachi into the ground, and then he would grab Kisame and he would literally say Bankai Ikazo Shokasugetsu, as he would just put let's just say he disintegrates Kisame, as Itachi starts running. He's like, oh, I can't do this. As Naruto catches up to him with his full body Susanoo, grabs him, throws him up in the air, and punches him into the sky, then slaps him onto the floor. And then, after that, Itachi says, you are not the one meant to kill me. And he says, I know, but he was. As Sasuke would come out of nowhere, decapitating Itachi. as Obito would appear saying, "Ah, good job, Itachi. Your usefulness has gone to an end." As Naruto grabs Obito, disregarding of his Kamui, saying, "Kamui." And he would use his Kamui to Kamui Obito, like half of his arm just gone. And then he would punch Obito into the ground, saying, "You are all weak. You will all die." As the entirety of the Akatsuki pulls up. And they would be not holding back, as Aizen says, I haven't used this at all. After 1,000 years of training for it, it should work. And he activates that same move, that same form that he used to fight against Ichigo in the final battle, the Hogyoku. And in the Hogyoku form, he would grab Pain, rip out Pain, both of Pain's eyes, and put them inside of his own. And then he would start punching and punching and punching and slashing till he gets to the final member. He would say, "Who are you?" As he would say, "My name is Madara Uchiha." As he'd say, "You were dead. Well, not with the use of the reanimation jutsu before you kill the Orochimaru." And then Aizen, hearing that name, would charge towards him, saying, "Don't speak of that man's name," and slices him in half. But then the paper would reform, and Aizen says, "I guess I will have to get rid of you forever." He activates the black box. And he would disintegrate Madara. Madara's arm would release something weird, a weird chakra. That pretty much what happened from that chakra is Madara would draw his entire amount of power in that one arm, as he would seal it inside of him without using Reaper Dexio, as he says, I am now an ascended being, equal to the Soul King." As the Soul King appears, from a different universe appears, saying, "You have too much power that you do not deserve." As the Soul King would charge to punch Aizen, but Aizen would grab him and absorb him. And he would pretty much turn into Yuach's absorbed Soul King form, but Aizen. And Aizen would say, "I am now the king of this universe." And he would get all of his powers and memories back, saying, "Okay, well, I now own this world and this universe." As he would open a portal to Waco Mundo, and he would create 10 beings via Spada. Thank you all for watching this extremely short part. I know it was short, but it was something to continue. If you want me to continue the series, just comment down below if you want me to, and I will. Simple request. Hope you all have a good day. Adios.